All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we are going to talk about how Tesla Model 3 discounts have begun in the amount of 1500 plus. We've been talking about this is going to happen. This was going to start at a certain point, and I'm actually a little bit surprised it's already started this quickly early in the month. And of course, we'll talk about that. We're going to stream for an hour, give or take. We're going to do a variety of topics, including Tesla dropped a bunch of Model Y inventory, best resale value for the Tesla Model S and X, the Tesla used car market potentially might be rebounding, and how Tesla produced Model Y versus Model 3 at a 2-to-1 rate, Giga Mexico, and much more. And of course, as a part of the live stream, I will answer all of your questions as you put into the chat, because that's the benefit. But before we do that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're just interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link, where you can get the best credit union and interest rates for your Tesla down below in the description that are all better than Tesla financing. So check it out. And shout out to my latest Patreon members, RG Bug, Steve and Alan. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. And if you want to check it out, down below in the description. But thank you all for being here, hitting the like button and the comment button. So thank you for all that. So let's just jump into it. So Model 3, sorry for the delay. Model 3. There was, this is what we know. This is what we've looked at and the history. Tesla Model 3 standard range and long range had price discounts, price decreases, right? So if we go to our handy dandy price discount history tracker, you can see the Model 3 long range in this column right here, which you can't order, but it still exists out there. If you don't know how to buy it, I'm going to show you just in a second. It was $58,000, and then on January 12th, when they did price drops across all models, it went from $58,000 down to $50,000, so an $8,000 discount. The Model 3 standard range, though, didn't really get that much of a discount. It went from 47 down to 44, and then down to 43.5, and then down to where it is today at $43,000. But if we look historically, that's not actually the lowest price of a Model 3 standard range that it's ever been. Historically, the Model 3 standard range has actually been as low as what, $37,000, give or take. And it seems like now that price point, we're getting ever closer and closer. Tesla, we've talked about this, Tesla works in quarterly cycles, because that's how their sales is reported to Wall Street. That's how reported, basically all manufacturers kind of work in this sense. And March is the last month of the quarter. It's the first month of the first quarter of the year. And so we're at this point right now where Tesla might need some sales, and they might need sales in the Model 3 segment. We started to see discounts across the world just a few days ago, and now it seems like Tesla has put on the discount button. And what's surprising me here is that it's so early within the month. It's only March 7th, so we've got at least, 3 weeks left in the month for the end of the close. But Tesla is starting to teeter out and see if they need to discount a little bit more, and this is where those discounts actually are. So if you look at waitingfortesla.com, which is a third-party aggregator site, shout out to TJ and the team. This is a third-party site that just lists all the different new Tesla vehicles that are out there across the country. And you can see right on this, smack dab in the middle of your screen, $1,430 discount. Here's another one, $1,100 discount, another one, $1,000 discount, and the list goes on and on and on. Here's another one, $1,400 discount. And so the cheapest one right now, this is not a bad deal. 1,400 miles. That's not a lot. It can seem like a lot. I get it, but Tesla 18-inch rims like that should be able to last a good 30 to 40,000 miles. So you haven't really touched even a little bit of the life tread of those tires. But 1,400 miles, short range, standard range, the LFP battery that potentially might not get a tax credit moving forward once the IRS and Treasury make some sort of announcement. And right here, 41,560. It's in Santa Barbara, California, which is not too far from LA. That's a 2-hour drive, give or take maybe 3 hours. You got to remember, in California, you get the $2,000 CVR rebate, you get the $7,500 tax credit. So I don't even know what to calculate this, but this is potentially a what? A vehicle, if you factor in the $7,500 tax credit, if you factor in the $2,000 rebate, that's a purchase price of $32,000 and some change. Of course, there's destination fees, there's other fees, taxes all on top of that, but there's your base price, your base MSRP, give or take, factoring out the federal tax credit and the CVRP at $32,000. Let me fact check my math on that. 41,560 minus 7,500 minus $2,000 CRP. Yeah. $32,000. I mean, that's decently a value right there. And let's just see. I mean, California's a hot market and already sold already. So we're just talking about stuff, but there's more discounts. I think on page 2, when I was taking a look, 1,200, 1,000, 900, 1,200, and it seems like Tesla has put a bunch of these out there. Right now, there's a good amount at 25 yesterday, where there's only 3 or 4, and now there's 25 demos actually coming into the market. And so this early in the game is kind of interesting, I would say, especially it's early in March right now. So we're certainly going to start to see a lot more discounts. And so if you're on the fence right now for a Model 3 standard range, it might be the absolutely best time, especially if the IRS and the Treasury do not release any more guidelines on the federal tax credit. And if you don't know what that is, there is a $7,500 federal tax credit. There's a little bit more details here. And at any moment in March, the IRS and the Treasury could release more guidelines, and these $7,500 could get nullified. But right now, it seems like a really good time to be able to take advantage of some of that. And also, you can use financing partners like Tenet down below in the description, where you can defer $7,500 for that federal tax rate, get that really, really low monthly payment. Check out that Tenet link down below in the description. And that way you can get a really decent monthly payment. Good for people that need more cash flow month in and month out. But, at the end of the day, we're also still, a little bit further away from Tesla's lowest, price point. I'm not saying that they will go down to a $37,000 price point, but we've still got some room, maybe $4,000 or $5,000, maybe just $4,000. And so we've seen this in the past. Tesla will do discounts like this. They'll test the market and see if that price point will actually sell. And they essentially did that with the Model S and the X recently. There was a ton of demo Model X's that had $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 discounts. If you don't believe me, check out the Model X videos that I did this past week or even last week. And they dropped the price of the Model X $10,000, but the discount didn't increase. It also reduced $10,000. And so that's why there's a ton of them right now that only have a measly 2, 3, 4. I mean, we say measly, but measly to what it was at $13,000, $14,000, $15,000. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Here's a nice little chart from Matt Jung showing the Tesla inventory. If you follow that, we love this chart. We shout out to Matt Jung for putting this together. You can see there's a nice healthy increase of Tesla Model 3s. Right now we're at 286, and we know exactly what happens when Tesla inventory increases. They freak out a little bit, and then they whack prices. That's essentially what's going on with the Model S and the X. It's of course not going on with the Model Y right now, because Model Y is essentially sold out, but there's also some Model Y inventory as well. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on are. Do you have a pending Model 3 order? Are you considering potentially, switching to one of these demos if it's near you? I mean, California is a hot market, so if you're trying to get one that's in California, it's going to be really tough. But it seems like Utah, North Carolina, Arizona, Washington, all these other, far away places from California that, good for you guys. Good for whoever's out there. You can get a deal, that's for sure. But we're going to jump into our next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best price, including credit unions and interest rates on that list that all have better rates, better than Tesla financing, and Tesla financing 5.59%. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the the description. All right. Thanks for joining in, everyone. I see some of you out there. Paul T, welcome. Foss, all that jazz, welcome. Sir Rock, welcome, welcome. I'll get through all the comments and the questions. See the gods, welcome. Shrikant, Ron, Rob, welcome, welcome. SJ, I see all the questions. Love it, love it. Keep them coming. We will get to that. No worries. But yeah, let me know what you think about these discounts. Like, is 1,100 enough? 1,200 a month? Or what's the threshold? I still think if Tesla needs to sell all these vehicles, I mean, this is a good amount of Model 3s out there. If Tesla needs to sell Model 3s, all they need to do is start this price with a 339,990, and that will be fire sale nation. And maybe that's their plan. I mean, what we know, or what we think we know, is this IRS Treasury tax credit. From what people say, the general consensus is the Model 3 standard range, because it has the LFP battery that's potentially sourced from China, it will not get that full $7,500 tax credit, maybe only even get $3,750. And $3,750 is what? They take the current price of $42,990 minus $3,750. That's a $39,240 price. So maybe Tesla's plan is to drop it down to $39,990 anyways, right? That would be interesting. Would you buy a Model 3 at that point? Let me know what your thoughts are. But of course we cannot. Let's see here. But of course, we cannot make a video or talk on a stream without talking about the Tesla Model Y inventory, because it seems like that's what a lot of people are interested. So we'll take a look at what the current market is, and it seems like Tesla has dropped some inventory for everybody to purchase. So we'll take a look at it. And if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and receive some benefits, but more on that later. So let us take a look at this. Shout out to mattjung.net again, always coming in with great data. Here is the inventory chart. We've got a little spike. A little spike right up here. This is where we're at, down here in the bottom right corner. 31 Tesla Model Ys, posted on the websites. We know that's not a true inventory count. And today it went up to 65 Tesla Model Ys. So seems like maybe Giga Austin has released some inventory for us so that we can potentially put our names on it, or at least if you have an estimated delivery or an order, maybe you could switch to one of these. But of course, it's the same pattern. Well, maybe not, because we've got 20 long ranges right here, 20 Model Y all-wheel drive. That's a good, healthy amount of 20 long ranges. But we haven't seen that for a bit. It's usually been like the 5 to maybe 10 Tesla Model Y long ranges. But of course, because the Model Y is so hot, there is a discounted one. I was going to say there's no discounts, but right here, whoa. Do they even need to do this? There's a 2023 Tesla Model Y long range. It's got 2,000 miles. Okay, a little bit on the higher side. My comfortable range is about 1,000 miles for a demo, I would say. Anything more, you got to start factoring in like tire life, especially on these 20-inch rims. But 2,109 miles. It's in Maine, right? That's Maine. Dedham, Maine, and a almost $2,000 discount, $1,790. Gray with black interior. I mean, if you're looking for a Tesla Model Y long range and you want that $7,500 federal tax rate, you want to lock that in. This is basically pre-hike price increase, because yes, Tesla Model Y long range did get a huge price drop in January, but since then, since they dropped it $13,000, since then they actually have increased it $2,000 for the Model Y long range. And so this is kind of like the lowest price that you'll ever get for a Tesla Model Y long range, as long as you're okay with the 2,000 miles. I mean, 2,000 is okay. I mean, I've seen worse, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 miles on a demo. So 2,000 isn't that bad. So I mean, build date January 3rd, 2023. This could have the nice cameras that everybody wants, but of course, probably not hardware 4.0, but a $2,000 discount. I mean, let me know. Are you interested in this? I mean, it seems like a decent deal, especially if you can lock in delivery by, I mean, what, it's Tuesday right now, so I mean, the IRS and the Treasury could release it any moment. So fingers crossed. I mean, a lot of people think that maybe it's going to be a announcement of this tax credit, at least the guidelines by March 31st, but we actually have no idea. But this is probably going to be gone in the next 30 minutes because it seems like a pretty good deal at 1700. But at the end of the day, demos are very, very rare, especially for the Model Y long range variant. And yeah, you're not going to find demos and or a discount because the Model Y long range is essentially the hottest Tesla at the moment. But of course, always there's going to be a good amount of Model Y all-wheel drive standard ranges, which has the lower mile range because it's a 4680 battery. But I mean, if I were to do it again, I'd probably just get one of these because it's the best value, best. I mean, of course, I would want the older price, but yeah, because it's a good daily driver, especially if you can get with the 19 Gemini rims. You don't need the inductions, just paint them black, take off the hubcaps, and you would be able to lock in that $7,500 federal tax credit plus the $2,000 CFERP and on and on and on. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Model Y, inventory has spiked up a little bit. We're pretty early in on a quarter, so it is very interesting that we're spiking up a little bit. But every 6 or 7 days, the Tesla will drop a bunch of standard range inventory into the pipeline. But what this really could be is, maybe they're fixing these recall cars that with that rear seatbelt bolt or whatever it was. Maybe they're starting to churn them out, and so they can get them into inventory. So if you've got a pending order, if you just got your estimated delivery date pushed, stock the waiting for Tesla sites, go to local showrooms, see if you can get a helpful Tesla sales rep to, match your order to a VIN or to a pending order, or match your order to a pending VIN. It is a proven hack, I guess, EDD hack. It works, but it only works based upon the Tesla rep that you get. Some might be more helpful than others, and if you just did that, put it in the chat or in the comments down below so that other people can learn and go by your experience. But it doesn't work. It's worth a shot, especially if you live close to a Tesla sales rep or sales center. It's definitely worth it. And also on top of that, I mean, there's lots of cancellations every single day, maybe even every single weekend, because probably most deliveries on weekends. And so you want to be that first person that's there, that's been nice to that Tesla rep, that will hopefully convince them to put your order on that open VIN that just became available. So good luck to everybody with the Tesla Model Y. We're going to jump into the comments, into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below the description is the Patreon link, so definitely check it out if you're interested. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, even financing a Tesla. And after you after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources and credit unions and banks that all have interest rates lower than Tesla financing. So if you can beat that rate, so definitely check it out if you're interested. Link down below in the description. If you're just joining in, welcome. We're talking about Model Y inventory. We just talked about Model 3 inventory, and the biggest news, at least to me, because you know me, I love my deals. I love hacking to get the best deal on a Tesla. And actually someone like DM me was like, you should respect the hackers because you're not actually hacking. But I was just like, well, then what should I say? You got to help me. Give me another tip. Give me another way. What am I doing then? Hacking the deal? Giving tips on the deal? I don't know. I was just trying to figure out a cool way to pose it. But yeah, Model 3, there's discounts now. And the highest one I've seen is like 1,500, 1,600 right here, 1,610. I mean, it might be a great time to buy a Model 3 rear-wheel drive because of that $7,500 tax credit. Dennis, where's the Model X for $79,990? Coming soon. I bet, that'd be interesting. We've got Model X in S inventory seems to be feeling some burn right now. And I'm wondering if the Tesla sales executives are charting out a plan, right? Because they probably think 3 month, 6 month, quarter by quarter planning as well. And they're probably planning like, hey, if we don't sell this many vehicles by this date, we'll drop it another 5,000 or we'll drop it another 10,000. And so right now we're at 99,000 for the Model X. What's another 20,000? I mean, well, probably that's a lot because of their profit margins. How do I figure out the exact build date of the Model 3? I actually don't know. Maybe contact Tesla, I think. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Ron. I was on yesterday and asked you if you thought I was on yesterday and asked if you thought my Model Y performance would come into 315 to 311 Windows, South Florida. Right after I logged on and checked my app, and the VIN was assigned delivery 324. Your good luck. No, thank you. Thanks for coming in. Congrats on your VIN. It seems like you should be, hopefully, if your financing all squared away and everything, check out the videos on the channel. And also check out Tenet down below in the description if you want the lowest monthly payment or absolutely most monthly payment. Ordered Model Y P, black exterior, white interior. On 2/4, finally received the VIN today, located in Indiana, and switched from Geico to insurance company you mentioned and saved over $1,000 6 months. No, thank you. Nice. Thanks SJ for coming in and dropping that comment. Love helping, love supporting. Costco has been great. I've got Wawanisa in California right now, but I'm thinking about switching. I'm going to make a video about Tesla insurance as well and comparing the rates because, I don't like the idea, but I feel like I need to make a video about the experience of switching to Tesla insurance. Hey, Dennis, just sniped my build in a nearby state. Was going to be able to pick it up this week. Going to work my hardest to get them to price match my original order base price. Yeah, they should be able to price match it. You should be fine. I mean, that's kind of like, as long as you get the right person, like ask for a manager and stuff like that, you should be able to get a price match. Trying to lock in the tax credit. Yeah, exactly. Because who knows? It could change at any time. Of course, there's going to be a lot of upset people, I guess, if the tax rate changes, myself included. But I mean, I don't know. It could be good or it could be bad. I don't know. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Paul. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Pick it up tomorrow. Y long range. Order date 2/4. Not a bad turnaround. SoCal location. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Like 1 month, give or take. Not bad at all. Congrats on that. What insurance company has? Costco, Wawanisa. 2,100 demo miles ain't the same as a regular owner 2,100 miles. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, because like demo miles could be beaten on, accelerated tires, and that's why I say like my biggest thing is the tires because those tires are probably accelerated use. I would say maybe less tread life than a normal set of tires. But in terms of like the car, like I would say Tesla probably keeps, better condition of their showroom cars and test drive cars because they know a lot of people are looking at them. So they want to make sure they're a little bit better. I've personally bought a demo Model Y Performance before. It's perfectly fine. But at the same time, like EVs, electric vehicles and Teslas are kind of bulletproof. And so I'm not really worried about someone like accelerating on them at all. So, but I mean, of course, case by case. Order Model Y Performance White Black 3.5 Fremont, California, EDD 37331. Now just waiting for VIN. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed. Yes. So you don't have a VIN yet. Okay. Maybe swing by a Tesla center and see if you can see if they can help you out. MA is Massachusetts. Thanks, Paul, for helping me out there. Massachusetts. MASSACHUSETTS. EDD on my Model Y got pushed back. What month did they push back, Mike? Are you April, May? What's going on? Just checked with an advisor now. 90% of the discount Model S and X are December 2022 bills. Yeah, that would absolutely make sense. I mean, if we switch to a Model S and X, I mean, the cool thing is with waiting for Tesla, you can see the actual build date. But my feedback to that is like, yes, hardware 4.0 is coming out on the new ones, but I don't know. I guess I don't really care about hardware 4 and like full self-driving and autopilot and all that stuff. Because I would never pay $15,000 for software on a vehicle unless I literally had a hole burning and then that money was burning in my pocket, or if Taxi was out today, then I could justify the ROI, maybe, but so it really doesn't matter to me. Hello, Age of Empires. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Welcome back. Progressive's been 3 cars, Tesla GL 200 per month. That's not bad. Yeah, I also recommend Progressive. I've had Progressive in the past before. They were good to me as well. I got Geico $135 a month per Model 3 SR. Good deal. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I think the average is $150, at least from our poll that we did on our community page. So $135 a month, that's perfectly fine. I've paid anywhere from $110 to now we're paying $190, but any updates on the rumors for the CVRP increasing? Looks like the info we got was wrong, but who knows? This person is supposed to follow up back with me, but it seems like people are getting approved for 2,000, and so that seems to be exactly it. Dennis, I live in CA. My Delivery date was delayed to April 22 to May 27th. Will this stay as is or can it change back to an early date? It can change. It's a fluid situation. My recommendation, dear William, is go to a local Tesla advisor store, talk to them, be nice to them, see if there's ask if there's any cancellations. Maybe go on like a Sunday morning or something because people would probably cancel on Friday or Saturday. I'm just like thinking maybe go every other day, and if you're close to one, and just be friendly. I don't know, buy them lunch or something, bring them candy. I don't know, because not every Tesla advisor is the same, and you want someone to be hopefully helpful with you because they don't really have an incentive to help you if you think about it. 5.1 to 6.12. Oof, yeah, that's really pushed out for EDD. Hey Dennis, big fan. Really enjoy your material. Model Y, thank you. Model Y long range black on white. VIN came in 220. Pick out 317. Pick up North Virginia. Nice, nice. So it seems like they're still locking you in. That's like what, 10 days from now, a week or so from now. Congrats for that for sure. 15K is cheap, has always been that cheap. 50K is cheap, has it always been that cheap? What do you mean 15K? Like the full self-driving? Or yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, the thing is like Model S and X owners, people that buy them new, maybe they, $15,000 is nothing to them or relatively nothing. So that's probably why they can sell more of them for the Model S and the X. Unfortunately, Empire State Insurance is expensive. Average is $270. Yeah, that's a tough out there. That's for sure. But if you're just joining in, welcome. We're just running through comments in the live stream in the chat because that's certainly the benefit. You can ask anything you want. Tesla Model 3 discounts are here. I certainly thought it would be later on this month, maybe even March 15th, the third or fourth week of the month, because Tesla does work in quarterly cycles or quarterly sales cycles. So March is the third month of the quarter, the last month of this quarter. And so we see this a lot. We see, Tesla starting to incentivize their vehicles to try and sell them. And it seems like all models, the Model 3 has demo discounts, 1,200, 1,500 off. Model X, S, of course, always has had discounts for at least the last month. Model X for sure has had discounts. And on top of that, we just saw a Model Y with a discount. It had a $1,700 discount right here, $1,800 discount. This is probably the rarest thing I've seen in a bit, but if you are in Massachusetts, thank you, Paul. Here is one, $1,790 discount, almost $1,800 off. It does have 2,000 miles on it, which, arguably because it's a demo, those tires are probably, accelerated with the wear and stuff, but $1,800 discount right here. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, we're going to get into our next topic. So let's get up the screens. La-da-da. What did I do here? Oh, I see what I did. Well, that's right. I was going to pull up the auction report for this section as well. So let me go ahead and log into there. We can take a look at Manheim auction values because that's always fun to see kind of what's going on. And if you want, if you're in the market, you want me to look up a certain vehicle's Manheim auction value, drop it in. Of course, we'll prioritize Teslas so we can see what the actual value is out there. All right, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another stream. In this next video, we're going to talk about, or this next topic, we're going to talk about the Model S and the Model X. Just got the best resale value from KBB. I'm not sure if I actually agree with this, but we will take a look at the article and what it says, because usually vehicles in that price range, Model S and X at that, depreciate a lot faster, a lot further. We're seeing it across the market with a lot of the competitors, but we'll definitely take a look at that. And on top of that, we'll look at car gurus and see the price decreases of all the used vehicles or used Tesla values. And of course, we can also look at the Manheim auction report to see if those prices are holding or if they're dropping already. But If you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. Here is a tweet from Inside EVs. They basically wrote an article about how KBB just gave the award for the best resale value for the Model S and the Model X. And this is most likely old data because the Model S and the X, well, really all vehicles and all Teslas had really good resale value in a sense that all these vehicles were being resold for a lot more during the past 2 years during, everything that was going on. But it's funny here that they post this, and like I guess KBB has wrote this article, and then someone actually posted out here and they just wrote, what? Taking a look at the Car Gurus data, which I was actually going to go to as well. And you can see across the board, every single used vehicle value for Tesla is down massively. Past 90 days, 16, 14, 15% in retail list price. Year over year, down 20%, 19%, 21% across the board. Model S right here at the most at almost 24% year over year. So let's take a look at this article from, of course, Inside EVs and KBB to see if what they're actually taking a look at it. And so, of course, I took it out a little bit beforehand, and it says that really they're just comparing it to the other manufacturers out there, the other vehicles up there. And so price EVs like the R1 Rivian, the Ford, the GMC Hummer, and the Lucid, of all these vehicles have all been appreciating, especially in the past couple of years. But of course, now all of them are also crashing. I think I saw like Mercedes EQS for like $60,000, which, I mean, there's a lot of Model S's and refresh Model S's that are also dropping value. But of course, KBB probably has, a little bit old data with all this, because the one thing that KBB definitely didn't factor in is yesterday or the day before yesterday's $10,000 price cut for the Model X and $5,000 price cut for the Model S. So we're going to see some pretty massive reductions for Model S. If you're in the market for a Model S refresh, like I've seen anywhere from like 65 to 75,000. Model X is also another big story, anywhere from 85 to 95,000. Those retail prices, well, they were, I guess, 10, 20, $30,000 more before yesterday, and now they've also price decreased as well. So of course we can take a look at the Manheim auction reports. We've got Model Y plugged in here because I'm sure a lot of you want to see this first before we move on to any other vehicle. So wow, I didn't even know there's actually Model 3 long ranges here. You can see the days of buying a Tesla off the lot and selling them to make a profit are pretty much gone at this point. But I mean, it depends, right? Because if you factor in a $7,500 federal tax credit, you might actually be in a little bit of profit here. But of course, you're not supposed to buy these vehicles, get that federal tax credit, and resell them. That it's not for resale, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let's switch it over to the Model X, and this is where we'll start to see massive depreciation from new to used. So you can see right here 91, 99, 101. This was like just a few days ago, $110,000, $115,000 car. And if we switch it to Model S, that's probably going to be a little bit more pain, but of course we can't see it right here. So let's switch it to 2022. Whoa. Wow. Okay. So 2022 Tesla Model S long range, $67,000. I don't think I've seen that low in a little bit, but 19,000 miles on it. Technically, it does have a bad condition. Like 3.5 out of 5 is pretty bad. But it's interesting to see this low price when we've got 73, 76, 79, and then a staggering 67. Switching to the Model X on this side, we can see a lot of depreciation as well, or I can imagine we will. And you can see right here, 93, 97, 93. It seems to be stabilized just a little bit. They seem to be holding in the 90s, which is good. But of course, this is not reflected of the most recent price drops that just happened. That's probably going to take at least a couple weeks to 3 weeks for it to reflect onto the auction side, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I just thought it was pretty funny that KBB has said that the Model S and X have really good resale value, but I guess it's really in comparison to their rivals at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you in the market for a Model S or a Model X? Seems like a decent time to buy right now because we've got price decreases on the new side, and then also the used side will probably get hampered and affected by it in the next coming weeks as we get to the end of the month, the end of the quarter. We're going to see deals on the new side and also the used side. Dealers operate in the same sort of fashion. They want to make deals by the end of this month. So, definitely hit some feelers out there. The more the merrier. It doesn't hurt to ask has always been my MO with trying to negotiate, right? Because the worst that someone can say to you is no, whether it's on the private side or on the dealer side. All they can say is no, we don't want your deal. Please go away. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below the description is a Patreon link where you can receive some of the benefits. So definitely check it out if you're interested. I'm running out of water. Okay, welcome in. Just saw you walked in, or just saw you jumped in. Let's see, we got a couple more topics. We got Tesla used market could be rebounding. Tesla produces at a 2-to-1 rate Model Y versus Model 3. I had no idea. And then, of course, Giga Mexico. We'll talk about that for a second. And also, I did want to, so someone actually gave me a great idea. Shout out to Billy. There's a lot of credit unions that I've got a list of like 15 to 20 credit unions on my Patreon link down in the description that have really strict rules to join. And so I think it would be a great idea. Like Billy, actually, one of my Patreon members actually recommended, like, why don't, there might be a good idea to make videos about credit unions because some of those credit unions actually will approve you based upon your profession. So like if you're a teacher, approved. If you're a firefighter, approved, like stuff like that, or first responder, whatever. So that might be a good idea to make like video segments on that. Let me know if that, like, I guess type in your profession in the chat, and if there's like commonality, then maybe, or if you're like any of those, then let me know if that's a good idea or not. Because I guess it would be searchable for like the YouTubes and stuff. So maybe like long term it would be good, but interesting stuff, that's for sure. All right, in this next topic, it looks like Tesla used car prices, or just used car prices, are starting to rebound just a little bit. And so what does this mean? Is the market coming back? Is it a good time to sell your Tesla? Or if you're trading in a vehicle, if you're selling a vehicle to buy a Tesla, is now the time to try and sell it? Maybe sell it before your next vehicle comes in, especially for your Tesla coming in, unless you absolutely need it. But definitely we'll jump into it. But if you're just running in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it. But basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get the best financing rates for your Tesla. Link down below in the description. So let's just jump into this. Shout out to Car Dealership Guy. If you don't know who he is, really good macro economic stuff with the auto market and really just the market, right? So he posted, used car prices are skyrocketing again, up 4.3%. Quote, lowest price increase in February since 2009. So you can see here, this is the Manheim Used Vehicle Value Index, which of course we just pulled up the Manheim reports to see what some of the Tesla values are going on. And you see there's a nice little spike right here up to 234. So, I mean, why is this, right? I mean, we're coming from January, February, maybe even December, cold winters where usually used cars don't sell as much, especially in January and February. And we're also now in the midst of tax season. People are getting their refunds back. They're getting that extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and they want to go put that on a down payment for a vehicle. But at the same time, interest rates are starting to, go up as well. So I really don't know how people are, able to pay these higher payments with the interest rates, but maybe it's because like maybe 5-6% isn't really like, it's a lot, but when you look at it on the monthly payment over 60 months, it really doesn't affect it. I think it affects it like from 5 to 4%. It's probably like 20, 30, $40 a month. And of course we can do the calculations on that as well, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff. If you are selling a vehicle to buy a Tesla, I mean, it seems like this is the best time to try and exit it. My recommendation is always to try and sell it to a local private dealer near you, because that's, that's all they can do is buy cars off the street. And so they actually can give you the best value. Kind of like think CarMax, but a mom and pop. Make sure the reviews are okay. Make sure they got a good business and they sell a lot of volume, because that's where you'll really be able to get a good deal in selling your vehicle. And if you're selling a Tesla, prices are going up, maybe not for the Model 3, but for the Model Y. If you're selling a used Model Y, it's also a pretty good deal as well. And if you're selling a Tesla right now, drop it in the comments, drop it in the chat. Maybe there's someone out there that is trying to buy one, and you may be able to lock up a deal. But in my opinion, 2022 Tesla Model Ys are like 45,000 in value. But I mean, I guess we could just fact check ourselves and see. So 2022 Tesla Model Y, I mean, I wouldn't pay more than 45,000, because if you think about it, a new one's 53, 54 minus the $7,500 tax credit, that's 47, 48. And so just a little bit more gets, a brand new one. So why pay for a used one for $47,000? But seems like the used side is holding pretty well. I mean, we've got it's basically the stay the same since the beginning of February. 45, 46, 49, 48 hasn't really changed at all. And let's just take briefly look at the Model 3 side. At this point, I would say very easily that the market has stabilized. It crashed pretty heavily in January, February. It's probably stabilizing in values. It will continue to stay at this pace throughout, of course, summer, spring, fall. People, get antsy. They want to buy something. And then it will probably drop down as the new 2024. We don't know what it's going to be. Project Highland, Jupiter, and Juniper, all that stuff. As the new 2024 Model 3, Model Y, S, and X start to roll out, that will push pressure on the used ones to go down as well. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Are you selling one? Are you selling another car or as well? But definitely some pretty interesting. It seems like a good time, especially if you're buying a Tesla, lining it up with that $7,500 federal tax credit, certainly a good time at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump back into the live stream in the comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best deal at the best price, including credit unions and banks on that list that all have interest rates better than Tesla financing, better than 5.59%. I think most of them are like the 4, some of them at the high 3. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description if you want support. All right, water break. If you're just joining in, welcome. I know the title in the thumbnail says $1,500 discount if you missed it, in case you missed it. Tesla has dropped a bunch of demo Model 3s into inventory. 1,400 off, 1,500 off. The highest one we saw was 1,600 off. And the surprising thing with this is there's also a Model Y demo discounted inventory. Of course, this is only one, and of course, it's only in Massachusetts. But 2023 Tesla Model Y, 2,100 miles. Not the highest, still okay, but almost a $1,800 discount for a brand new Tesla Model Y that you can get the $7,500 tax credit, all in at the end of the day. Model Y long range, EDD late April, early June. Ever what quote from USA over 6 months judged under a $300 increase. Not bad. So how much is it a month? Is CCS specific to Electrify America and J1774 for ChargePoint? And I think ChargePoint also has level 3 chargers as well. Color black. Nice. Yeah, State Farm. I've gotten quotes from State Farm. I don't like them. Tesla quoted me $158 a month, saving $60 a month from Costco insurance quote. Oh, interesting. Tesla Insurance quoted me $158, saving me about $60 a month from Costco insurance. Okay, maybe I do have to do. I mean, Tesla Insurance, we do know it is lower. That's for sure. But I just don't like the big brother aspect of it, because I've heard they'll entice you in with the low rate. Every renewal, just a little bit increase. Every renewal, just a little bit increase. And so, but it could be worth it. Do we think we exactly what the MSX came down because of last quarter's number? Do we think we exactly what the MS came down? Oh, like the price? Yeah, because they can't sell them. What is a good insurance deductible amount? Anywhere from 500 to 1,000. Most finance companies won't allow you to go past $1,000 deductible, so just FYI on that. You're right about SA. My SA reached out to me if I want to take delivery, model white, black, instead of my original order, white. My ED was of March, but a little compromise picking up tomorrow. Yeah, black interior is a lot easier to get than white interior. I would know because I've had 4 Teslas so far right now, all with black interior, and I've always wanted white interior, but you know me, I can't reject a deal, and so I make sacrifices. I mean, it's funny to say sacrifices, right? Because we're in Teslas. What does it mean when a TFCU loan status says CFIO? Actually, not sure. Model Y EDD changed from March 8th to March 31st, now March 14th to 28th. Okay, so like a week from now. That's not too bad. I think you'll be good. Model Y Performance, they want to prioritize those orders, deliveries, so you should be good. Yang, yo, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Wookie Cookies, time to buy one. Thank you, Wookie. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for jumping in and dropping the comment. Thanks for hitting the like button, and thanks for the support. Be nice to your SA, and good SA will keep you in mind. Yes, 100%. Fanulu. You get more bees with honey at the end of the day. When you buy a Tesla, can you make a down payment through your bank account, or do you need to bring in your own down payment check? Also, when you buy a Tesla, can you pay taxes and fees at the time of purchase? I think yes and yes. When you buy a Tesla, you can wire money from your bank account. It's linked up through the Plaid system. You can pay through that, and if you want to check, it has to be a bank check. Certified check cannot be a personal check, but I have heard people using personal checks, but double check with your delivery advisor. Tesla, can you pay tax and fee at the same time? Yes, I think they require you to if you're going through Tesla financing. Should I get 23 Model 3 rear-wheel drive or a 21 long-range used full self-driving that costs 10K more CAD? That's tough. Not sure. Astronaut. Picking up Model 3 Performance tomorrow. Nice. What price did you get? Getting Model Y Performance delivered tomorrow morning. Nice. Congrats, JP. Enjoying good health. And if you are a brand new Tesla owner, check out the discount links down below right here. It's got really good accessories, good quality accessories. Jawa, really good foam mount that I've had 2 of them so far, and I have another one right there I'm going to install on the Model X. Discount code right there. And of course, Tesloid, we got to put them because they worked with us to give away free floor mats to a subscriber and watcher. And hopefully, maybe they'll do that again. Maybe they will do that again. And we just finalized details on another giveaway. And I'm going to ask the question, should we do the giveaway this Friday or next Friday? Of course, you know where I'm going to ask that question. I'm going to put it on the poll channel or the community page of our YouTube. And I probably know what the answer is going to be. But we do giveaways on Friday. We just did one last Friday where we're giving away free 3M ceramic tint for any Tesla. But of course, you must be willing to drive to OC Tint Solutions in Anaheim, California, because OC Tint Solutions does the best work. They've tinted my past 3 Teslas. Here's the video. If you want to go check out, it's the community page of my YouTube. That's how you can enter. You must be willing to join, but I mean, that's what unspeakable value at that point. 3M ceramic tint for your Tesla. It could be a Model 3, Model Y, Model S, or even a Model X. And he just did my Model X. So definitely check it out. Giveaway on there. And when we're doing the giveaway drawing, we just did it last Friday. It's a 2-week giveaway, so I think 2/17. So the second 2 weeks from the day I released this, something like that. So, but if you want to join in, check it out. And thank you to Jason. Thank you to Jason at OC Tint Solutions for sponsoring the giveaway. And because I love that I'm able to work with him to give this contest away. And if you want to check him out, check out OC Tint Solutions. They do really good work. And if you don't believe me, check out their Yelp. 5 stars, 411 reviews. They have a niche with Tesla, and they do a lot of them. And I mean, you can't beat 5 stars. I mean, that doesn't exist in the Yelp world at the end of the day. How much you pick it up for? Yeah, we're wondering. Model 3 Performance, how much you buy for it? Hi, Dennis. Do you think Tesla prioritizes Model Y's deliveries by profit margin? Maybe. Also, because I think Model Y is just more in demand at the end of the day. 46,800, not bad. Dang, you should just pick up a 2023 one. The new 163K for Model 3 Performance. Oh, full self-driving. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Craig. Full self-driving is valued at 2 to 3,000 in the used side. So I can't really think of the numbers that quickly, but yeah, got my Model Y Performance for 56,990. Nice, congrats. Anybody that got a Model Y Performance at 56,990, that is the best price, lowest price of Model Y Performance has been, and it has been, yeah, because now it's increasing. So congrats to all of you, especially if you can qualify for that $7,500 tax credit. I'm kicking myself a little bit from maybe not getting that, but I do have like this hidden rule that I won't buy the same car again, like the same exact car. Didn't think actually, especially if they were, yeah. Model Y long range, order date 120, EDD 310 to 330, no change yet. Second month of your Patreon, got 3.2% at Armco. Sweet hard deal. No, congrats to you. Thankfully, you're able to lock it in and take advantage. Love it. Selling 2020 Jeep Contrarian to buy Model Y long range. Nice. EDD on Model Y went from 412 to 520. Now it's 318, 331. Interesting. And funny you bring up production, because that's actually our next topic. So let us jump into it. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. In this next topic, we're going to talk about Tesla production and how Tesla might actually produce Model Ys at a higher rate. And so maybe that's why EDDs could be getting pushed right now, or maybe even brought up, because Tesla production ramp, it's all about Tesla production ramp and how quickly they can produce that vehicle for you. We've got a prediction here from, of course, our friend Troy Teslike, and we've got some data here where we can actually see that Tesla produces, or from his prediction, 2-to-1 Tesla Model Ys to Model 3. So 2 Model Ys to 1 Model 3. So we'll take a look at this. Will give us, some insight to maybe, hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed to get our EDDs, estimated delivery dates, pushed up. So we'll definitely take a look at it. And if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and receive some of the benefits, but definitely check it out if you are interested. So let us take a look at it. Thank you to RK for talking about Tesla ramping up production. That probably is exactly the case. So shout out to Troy Teslike. He posts, his delivery estimates. He does this a lot, and he's pretty much spot on. So that's why he's a trusted source, at least from my opinion, for Tesla production and delivery. But he just adjusted his Tesla estimate. His Q1 delivery estimates were as followed. Estimate 412,000 vehicles was 421 just a couple of weeks ago. Analysts are still thinking it's going to be 428,000 in the first quarter, but this is a little scary. That's for sure. Starting to go down. If we remember, I want to say the Q4 sales was about 407 or 410 around that for Tesla. And so, but I mean, at the end of the day, doing that same and copy pasting that amount of sales in Q1, which is always historically a lower sales month across the industry, that's pretty impressive at the end of the day. So taking a look at here, this is where we can get into the nitty gritty of all this. So you can see Fremont as a factory by itself produces 54,450 Model 3s. And right here you can see Fremont as a factory produces 56,800 Model Ys. Of course, we know Giga Austin has been ramping up. It's ramping up its production and spitting out a bunch of Model Ys and Model Ys only. And where they're supposed to be predicted to produce and sell or ship 62,650. So of course, if we add 56,000 plus 62,000, that's basically a 2-to-1 production rate for the Tesla Model Y versus the Model 3. So this could help you answer your question. Hopefully, maybe your EDD will get pushed up, because Tesla is probably working as hard as ever to push out a bunch of these Model Ys out there. And that's probably why we see Model Y inventory charts spike up every 6 or 7 days, because they start to release all these vehicles that are coming from Giga Austin for that to see sales pre-production, pre-transportation type of vehicles. We're starting to see a little bit of bump right now, and on top of that, we're also starting to see a little bit of discounts. So right here, there's one that's a 2023 Tesla Model Y long range. Of course, this is only one vehicle across the country, 2,000 miles on it, but a discount of almost $1,800. We opened this up a while ago, and still here, still available for sale. So this is actually a pretty slick deal if you're in the Massachusetts area, that's for sure. But definitely let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. Are you open and praying for a estimated delivery or a delivery within March, or did you get pushed out to April, May, or even June? Of course, we did post a poll out there on the channel this morning, and I asked the question, what is your Tesla EDD, estimated delivery? And a lot of people, 43% said March, which was definitely surprising to me. I thought there was going to be way more people in the March, May, June timeframe, but March, April, 10%, May, 11%, 6% June. So if you are someone that has an estimated delivery date pushed out all the way to then, definitely try the EDD hacks. Definitely try going to a Tesla sales center, talking to a sales rep, see if there's any cancellations out there, to see if you can lock down one ASAP. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. This video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link. We receive a lot of benefits, and some of them include actually scheduling a call with me. You can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, and you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the best credit unions out there with rates better than Tesla financing. Tesla financing is like 5.59%. All the credit unions listed have better rates than that. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. Welcome. If you're just joining in, Tesla Model 3 discounts are in full effect. We've got 1,000, 1,200, 1,600, 1,400. The time to buy a Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive seems it might be a good time. If I was in the market, would I buy one now? Actually, probably not. Actually, I would wait, and only because it's the first week of March. And we know Tesla's got a lot of tricks in their bag with how to move cars. We've got, at least from what we've seen very, very recently in December, they've got option-free credit. They've got free supercharging. They've got a lot of different stuff. So, they've got a lot of different things that they could incentivize sales if they need to. I could be mistaken, but I thought they can't use Big Brother system in Cali because of privacy laws. I think they have a disclaimer on the website. Yeah, I've heard that too. They can't raise your rates, but like midterm, but I think they can, after the premium or the 6-month term ends, but who knows? Model Y performance, ordered 124, delivery set for 316. Nice. Congrats to you. White interior is the best. Highly recommended, especially in Florida. Black gets hot. Yeah, 100%. One day I'll have a white interior Tesla, and maybe that one day will be Cybertruck. Maybe. That'd be cool. Updated my Model Y long range with induction wheels after delivery date got moved to April, May, and got a VIN 2 days later after updating. Nice. Thank you, Wo, for coming in and dropping that. That's one of our EDD hacks, and congrats to you for getting a VIN. Now you got to lock that in, and you are good with the $7,500 tax credit. Thank you for all the infos and videos put it. No, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for that comment. Thanks for watching and supporting. Thank you to all of you. And that's why I love doing these giveaways, because I want to give back. And so we might have locked up a sponsor for our next giveaway. I haven't decided if I want to do it this Friday or next Friday, but it's a really cool gadget accessory for your Tesla that would be perfect. And it's a phone mount that, and maybe I don't want to give it all away yet, but it's a phone mount MagSafe that maybe just came onto the market. That seems really cool. I'm going to get the unit first. Of course, I'll test it, and we'll do the whole thing, and give you all the specs. Dennis, can you tell us which Tesla you have? Yes, we've had the Model 3 Performance, we've had the Model Y Performance, then we got a Model S Long Range, and now we have a Model X Long Range. Video coming soon. We're working with the editor. We're trying to be more efficient this year. This is one of my goals, and he's edited it. He did a great job editing it. We just got to make the thumbnail now, and then the title, and then it will get released with that. But video coming soon. When will you do the drawing? Oh yeah, we already asked it. I think Dennis bought an X. Yes, thank you, Paul, for coming in and helping. My delivery date got moved to April 17, May 30, March. Nice. Congrats. March 16th and 31st. Nice. What location are you in, BJ? He also has the Cybertruck. Yes. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed on that. Do you watch Model X? Long range, not the Plaid. I can't afford the Plaid, even though the Plaid is only like $10,000 more now. Hi, Dennis. My Model Y is 310 to 331. Do you think Tesla will push me out to April? I'm in the Bay Area. I think you might be okay. If you got one already locked in, it's already almost, you should be okay. And also, Bay Area, Tesla does this thing. Anybody into the Bay Area, especially Fremont area, really anybody in Bay Area actually, but usually Fremont. Tesla does this thing where they basically do like a Hail Mary aspect where they try and ship these vehicles everywhere and blah, blah, blah. But at the last week or even the last few days of the month, they give up and they're like, we need sales deliveries now. We're going to deliver all these vehicles today. You must come to the Fremont delivery factory location and take delivery. No ifs, thens, ands, and buts. Come now or lose your spot. So if you're near Bay Area and if you're near the Fremont factory, you got a good chance you might actually get it by the end of this month. Got a few things fixed at our service center. Then I noticed I had picked up the Model Y long range. They give me a Model Y long range. It had full self-driving on it. It's cool, but all in all, but 15K is insane. Not sure I'd pay $3,000 for it. Yes. I do not recommend full self-driving, especially not at $15,000. $200 a month, sure, maybe if you want to try it, but definitely not $15,000 a month. Got my Tesla 5 days ago. Nice, congrats to you, Jason. Enjoy in good health. And also, we've got these promo codes. So these Tesla part accessories down below right here, if you want, and also links are down below in the description if you want to purchase some of their accessory to my good quality parts accessory, Jawa, really good phone mounts, and on and on. In Ontario, Canada, Model 3 is $50,000 of tax credit, and Model Y long range is $70K with no tax credit. So I've been considering used Model Y, but it came with Intel processor. Is AMD really important? Well, I guess my question to you is, are you someone that upgrades your phone every single year to like the newest Android or iPhone? If you are, then yes, AMD is probably important. If you aren't, you've got like a 5-year-old phone, then maybe not. That's how I can try and like compare it to that. Dennis, since you have a Plaid, you must have paid a lot. Are you upset with the reduction in prices? Well, actually, we bought it slightly used. You know me, I want to make sure that I'm protected a little bit. The price is still okay because even though they did these price decreases, they kind of did this sleight of hand thing. We talked about it earlier, but Model X, yes, is 95,000, but before these price decreases like a week ago, it was also 95,000. It just had a $14,000 discount. So really there was no price decrease at all, actually, at least within the past few weeks. So I'm not upset yet because my price point that I bought it with still is kind of in line here, give or take. So yeah, it's still fine. I'm not actually upset. I'm not as upset as people that probably bought a Model Y long range last year in December. And so that's why, or even last year at a higher price at $66,000. And so that's why we created this petition out there. I really feel like anybody that paid a higher price last year, Tesla should do something for these people, for everybody, because right now they probably have a bad taste in their mouth regarding Tesla. And so I think Tesla should give them full self-driving or something, give them some sort of trial to really get them excited about the brand more, because they're probably just bad mouthing Tesla, like, oh, that Tesla company, or maybe they aren't, who knows. But if you want to check out change.org/Tesla refund if you want to support the cause. Water break. Oh, my Model Y order just got pushed from March to May. Ooh, what location are you? 4 topics back to back. That's 4 videos. Yes, now you know the secret. Now you know the secret. I've been pricing these Model Y Performance for a few months, and I bought one was at least 2K cheaper than anyone else in the US. Nice, congrats. I mean, at the end of the day, you cannot time Tesla. So you just buy it, enjoy it, and just there's always going to be another one. That's why I like all this Model 3 or Hardware 3, Hardware 4, all that, and whatever at the end of the day. Refresh Model Y 3 on February 2024. Yeah, I mean that's another thing, right? Like you could essentially keep waiting for that latest, greatest, next thing, but then you'll be waiting for forever at the end of the day. Just got my VIN today, ordered February 20 to Model Y Performance. My ID is February 22 to March 29. I'm in Miami, Florida. Okay. Nice. 22s, we're going around for 49 here with more miles than mine. Yeah. This is the first Tesla. Yeah, just enjoy it. You can always get another one for a Model Y Performance. And the value, it's better when you buy a used one, I would say, because then you don't pay, unless you bought it from a dealer, you don't necessarily pay all those fees that Tesla tax on when you purchase one. Order on February 3rd, original, okay. Got my VIN today, ordered February 20, model white. ED is 20 to 29. Okay, nice, yeah. I ended up sticking with black interior instead of the white interior for the Model Y Performance. I sat on black interior and felt like black color with wood trim felt more premium than the white seat with white trim. Yeah, the white trim definitely, I know what you mean. It's like very cheap looking. You could wrap it. I get it. Wrap it carbon fiber even. But yeah, white trim is weird. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Bacchus World. Coming in with a hot recommendation. Yeah, carbon fiber, Alcantara. I actually wanted to wrap mine carbon or Alcantara, but never got around to it. Help, order 29, still no EDD, 4680. Why? Still why TBD. Yeah, that's weird. VIN 210, like over a month ago. Something is your Model Y or your Tesla is probably damaged. That if I were to guess, it probably got hit or damaged in transportation. They're probably holding it, trying to fix it. And because yeah, if it's already 1 month delayed right there, and you already got the VIN, it's probably in a shop somewhere. That's my guess. I'm 5 to 10 minutes from Fremont factory. Yeah, so then there's gonna be a rush. There always is. So be on the hunt for sure. I'm SoCal. Nice. Delivery of Model 3 Performance Saturday, ordered 127. Okay. Can I see how much you got your plaid? The details coming soon. I'm very transparent when I buy my Teslas. I have a delivery video, and then I have a how much I bought it for, then I have a how much the monthly payment is, then I have a how much the insurance is. But of course, I gotta film all that before it all gets released out. So definitely hit that subscribe if you want to be around for it. Shoot, I would be upset now if they drop the price on Model X and X. It is what it is at the end of it. There's always going to be another one. Can't imagine how sick I feel if they bought in December and they dropped that price. Yes, that price I'd be feeling sick. But good thing we bought a used one. Good thing we are aggressive in our price negotiations. And so I think we did okay. Of course, time will tell at the end of the day. Would have gotten a better deal. Yeah. Dennis, my expected delivery date was April 23rd to June 4th. Now today got changed to March 19th to March 31st. Nice. Congrats to you. What state are you in? That's my question. We'd be doing a video on hardware 3 or hardware 4. I don't see it as a big deal at all. Your thoughts? Yeah, I don't think a big deal at all, especially unless you're going to plop down $15,000 for full self-driving. Early July. Wait. Ordered Model Y long range black on February 18. EDD late April, early July. Whoa. That is news for sure, because I don't think I've seen a July estimated delivery date yet, because even the website just says June still. Is yours a 7-seater? Wow. That's a massive range. April to 7. Yeah. Wow. July. Yeah. Order Model Y long range and I still haven't gotten a VIN. Yeah, VINs usually don't come till like a few weeks, maybe even 2 weeks beforehand. But if you're just joining in, welcome. Tesla has started to discount $1,600 off of Model 3s. They typically do this at the end of every quarter, but it's March 7th and discounts are here. Dennis, can I order a Model 3 rear-wheel drive Highland? No, not yet. Highland's next year, maybe. What's the discount on Model 3? I just joined the stream right here. Thanks for jumping in, the JE. Right here, $1,600 discount on demo Tesla Model 3s, brand new 2023 Tesla Model 3s. Go to waitingfortesla.com, check it out, and you will see some of the discounts. Happy Hippo, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. I just got in. So I see you are talking about the new Model X. How long do you plan on keeping it? I was going to plan on keeping it 2 to 3 years because I thought, Cybertruck is definitely not definitely not this year, but seems like Tesla Cybertruck is this year. So we got to figure that out. So yeah, that's future Dennis's situation. But I would love to keep it 2 to 3 years, maybe two, maybe 6 months. I ordered a Model Y long range January 25th and still haven't got any VIN in Dallas, Texas. Ooh, yeah, check out the EDD hacks on the channel and or go to a local Tesla center and see if they can line you up at the end of the day. Oops, I meant June. Gotcha. 5-seater. Okay, yeah, you should be. But still, even April to June is like pretty far out. Check out the EDD hacks. Check out waitingfortesla.com. See if you can match your order to one of these inventory ones. Insurance went up by 120 for 6 months. Need to shop it again. No change in driving record. Ooh, well, 120. That's like what, $20 a month? It's not the worst, but yeah, it's still bad. Interest rate from Tesla and Canada 6.69%. It's cheaper than the bank. Eesh, yes, tough. Will you be loaning the Model X? No, I stopped the Turo game because it's just Turo for the Model 3 is one thing. Turo with the Model S or X is probably another thing. And because like there's just a lot that can happen. And if you want to know what can happen, check out this video. I basically had to repo my own Tesla right here. This one. My Tesla went missing on Turo. I repoed my Tesla. And that was when I did it with a Model Y. It was interesting experience. And that kind of basically was like, I think I'm good on Turo, especially not with the Model S, because if something were to happen with the Model S, that's a bigger hit with depreciation, because bad Carfax accident and all that stuff. Luckily, there wasn't an accident on this Model Y, but who knows? So definitely check it out if you're interested in hearing what happened and the whole process. But that's basically why I stopped Turoing for my Teslas. But if I bought another Model 3, I mean, it could make sense, but maybe not really. My husband loves you. Well, thank you, husband. Thanks for coming in. Maybe your husband is Wookie Cookies. Thanks Wookie Cookies for telling Patel to come in. But thanks for coming in. Hit the like button and all that jazz. All right, one last topic. We're going to jump into it. So thanks for jumping in. In this next topic, we're going to talk about Tesla Giga Mexico. It seems like construction might start today, this month. And what this actually means. Will vehicles start to be produced, this next gen vehicle? Like I was certainly thinking it could be 2025, 2026, but maybe if Tesla can ramp up production of their factory, then we could certainly see a new vehicle coming very soon. But it seems like a lot of people are meh about a Model 2 or a Model Dolphin or $25,000 Tesla, whatever. But it is cool to see that as a Tesla shareholder investor, this is good for is it good for the brand? Actually, I don't know, but we'll talk about it. If you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let us take a look at this. Shout out to Inside EVs posting this article. Tesla Giga Mexico construction may start this March, which this March is today. New EVs next year. So what does that mean? Like next gen? Is that a $25,000 Model 2, a $25,000 Model Q, a $25,000 Model Dolphin? What exactly is that? And if it's going to get produced next year, I mean, what we do know is like Tesla Giga China, I think ramped up in like 9 months, give or take. I was hoping it would source it in this article. So, I mean, could we apply that same formula and Tesla Mexico Gigafactory Mexico Gig be up in 9 months? Maybe Paul Foss, you can help us with this. But Tesla is just waiting for final permits to begin building its colossal factory in Mexico, which aims to construct in record time. So record time would actually be what? Shorter than 9 months, 8 months. So we're in March right now. It's the third month of the year. Are we going to see a new factory by the end of this year? And then are we going to see a new Tesla vehicle by the end of the year? Of course, this will probably be a vehicle not necessarily made for the US, maybe for other areas, because that's where it'll probably be a more of a hot seller. because it seems like a lot of people don't, at least from what we've polled in our small little snapshot of this channel, most people don't really care about a cheaper Tesla. And also most people think that it would dilute the brand, especially a $25,000 Tesla to compete against what, like Nissan Leaf, Chevy Bolts. Like, we want to keep the value of the brand up. Like, you probably agree with that. But this would be good for Tesla share investors, because they could be for other markets, like Paul, exactly, thank you, South American market, that could make sense, and other worldwide, like Thailand, Indonesia, other places where it could make a lot more sense for a $25,000 Tesla, because a lot of those places still want a Tesla, but of course, $50,000-$60,000 to them is it could be a lot more at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We're going to stay tuned, of course, and keep our eyes on this Gigafactory and see what type of, there's probably going to be records broken on how fast they can actually pump them out. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. But let me know what your thoughts on are. Would you buy a Tesla, $25,000 Tesla next year? Or would you rather just get a Model 3 or Model Y? But we're going to jump back into the live stream and the comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. So definitely check it out if you're interested, link down below in the description. If you're just joining in, welcome. Yes, there is $1,500 discounts, average $1,500, some higher, some lower on Model 3s. The discount war, the internal discount war has begun. No, Tesla discounts have begun. Usually we see this at the end of every month and also at the end of every quarter. It's March right now, so the end of the last month of the first quarter on demo vehicles. Yes, yay, thanks, thank you for that. Which these are still brand new vehicles. You will still be the first owner, but they could have some miles. I think the lowest mileage demo vehicle I've seen is like 4 miles, but yeah, it could be all over the place. But we'll run through these last through live stream comments, so definitely hit the like button and put your question in the live chat before we sign off. But let's see, did you have any alternative tracking to your Turo car? No, I just use the Tesla app actually. Do you think Model 3 is good for Turo? Debatable, but yeah, sure. Don't do that, please. Oh yeah, we can't say that in here, Yang. Can't write that in here. We're gonna get flagged. YouTube does not like violence and stuff like that. What do you think will happen after Q1 with the pricing? When do you think Tesla will announce Hardware 4 and Highland and Juniper project? I think Highland is January of next year. Juniper will be a year after that. Or maybe it will be September. Because we've got to think, right? Because quarter 4 is probably Tesla's most pressured quarter because they have to round out the year. And so a project Highland in quarter, like summer or quarter 3, I guess we got to look at when was the last time they released refreshes? Like, well, actually the Model S refresh, when was that? July? Wait a minute. Good question, Happy Hippo. Let us see. Model S, I mean, of course they'll probably try and release it. No, they could delay it, right? So Model S refresh, 2021 refresh was announced January of 2021. Yeah, so that's my guess. Model 3 Highland refresh, because they're going to want to announce it to help with the quarter 1 sales. And so there's probably going to be massive discounts this year for the old inventory. That would be my guess. And then Juniper a year after that, because they wouldn't do this both vehicles at the same time. They wouldn't need to unless like sales go really off a cliff. Hardware 4 maybe in the next month or 2. Dennis, thanks for your invitation. I'm one of those bought last year. Took delivery on my Model Y December 31st, and boom, $13,000 private. I did get 7,500 and 10,000 superchargers, but still a little salty. Yes, and that's why I think Tesla should give full self-driving or something. But our prediction is kind of gone unnoticed. So, hey, love your videos. Can't wait for my Model Y. I'm ordered 119. Still waiting for Vin. Anxious. Yeah, try some of our EDD hacks. Try going into a local Tesla store to see if they can help you out. Dennis, do you have any idea when Tesla may offer cars with hairpin motor? No idea. Mexico have a lot of mining minerals, so it makes sense. Yeah, definitely makes sense. I mean, a lot of manufacturers go to Mexico and produce vehicles, so it definitely makes sense. Is the Model 3 discount of $1,500 true? Yes, but only here. Paul, your wife is from Brazil? Nice. I like it, Paul. China factory, Giga factory Guru is leading the Mexico factory part, so he wants to beat Tesla's build time, China build time. So yeah, could be 6 months, could be 7 months, 8 months, who knows? Tariffs are really high in Brazil, but zero from Mexico. Give a little bit more insight. I like it. How would one go about buying the demo version? You just click this button right here, go to reserve. It takes you to the Tesla site, and there you go. You can lock one down, put your name on it, and then cross your fingers you take delivery before the IRS makes any changes. Tesla's prepping the Ensemble. Yeah. Order February 3rd. Original EDD March 9 to 31st. Estimated 14 28. No VIN yet. Ooh, that's coming up close. Are they still sending checks for those who picked up in December, or was that fake? It was only for people that bought on the 1st or the 31st, 31st or 1st, and also the 21st. Basically when they like just increased the price and they promised those people that they would get the adjusted check from there. But thanks for watching this video, guys. Please hit that like if you enjoy it. Definitely check out the links down below in the description. Also, there's the giveaway that we posted last Friday. We're going to be closing that giveaway in like a week and a half or so. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And thank you to everyone for joining, hitting the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.